Hi, welcome to Ask Ellen, real questions, real talk, real change. My name's Ellen, I'm a personal coach, and I like to help women get through the bumps and the hiccups in their lives so they can move forward and have a happier life. Have you ever had one of those days, one of those weeks, and then it kind of turns into one of those months? I think we all have, and honestly, when I ask a question, I already know, yes, you have had that. It gets to the point where everything just feels like it's too much. You're overwhelmed, you're frustrated, you're tired, and you don't even know where to start. I know I've had those days, and sometimes I don't even know what to do. You almost feel like you need to run away and get away from it all, like completely. But obviously, that's not a choice. So if that's not a choice, you're left with feeling like, well, what do I do? How do I get out of this? I'm so frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, or whatever the thing may be. But you know what you need? You just need a reset. So today, I want to talk about 5 simple things that you can do to help you hit that reset button. Let's get into it. So the first thing you can do is just change your environment. I know for me, it's the first thing that I do. Changing your environment can be a simple thing like just going outside and going for a quick walk. Or just leaving the room you're in and going someplace else. If you've been staring at a computer all day, take some time and stop looking at it. Get your eyes off the screen. Just looking at the ceiling can feel weird at a moment, but it just disconnects you from the thing that's driving you crazy. A different environment can give your mind just that time it needs to take a breath, to just relax a little. Sometimes just changing your surroundings is enough to just change your perspective. Maybe it's not as bad as you think. The second thing that you can do to help reset is to stop trying to solve everything at once. It took me a long time to learn this one, and mostly because I know that I'm a self-proclaimed multitasker. I think it's a really great thing to be able to do this, do that. I'll leave the room and know that I gotta do that and add these things, and somehow it all ends up getting done. I can multitask like the best of them. But sometimes if I'm getting overwhelmed, my life is just a little too chaotic, or I just am feeling too much pressure. Doing everything at once becomes way too overwhelming. It becomes almost unsurmountable as to what I need to do. But this step can show you don't need to solve everything at once. You can solve one problem today, or do one task today. Tomorrow is another day, and tomorrow you get another chance to do one thing. When we break down all the everythings into one little, it makes it a lot easier to tackle those chores or those tasks or those things that need to be done. You know what needs to be done. You don't need to overwhelm yourself by trying to do too much at once. So your reset here is to stop. Do one thing today, because tomorrow you can do something else. Just like you're not gonna sit down and read a whole book in one day, tomorrow you can turn the page and read the next page. It's okay, but this is a great way to just reset, so that you can breathe again, so that you can feel calmer. You don't have to do everything at once. The third thing you can do to help you reset is to do one small thing. Now this is similar to the number 2, but it's a little bit different. Because with number 2, you have all the chores. You're going to do one at a time. Break it down and you can breathe again. But sometimes even those chores, like say if it's, I gotta clean the house, that too can be too overwhelming. So let's break that down even more. When you do one little chore at a time, just one smaller unit, that can make you feel good because you've done one thing. You've accomplished it. It's a reset in the mind so that you know that you don't have to do all of the things right away. Maybe even you can take a shower or a bubble bath. Something to just quiet yourself down, one little task. Have that be your focus. Once you realize that you can do that one thing and that you let everything else go, you'll realize that your brain is starting to reset. You'll realize that the chaos has calmed down. You'll realize that the frustration has calmed down. Simplifying things for you helps your brain remember that we don't have to do too much, that you don't have to hold on to too much. And it's also telling our brain that we know we need a reset. Your brain is there for you to help you reset. Small accomplishments done one after another will remind your brain that you are doing things, that you are moving forward, that you are accomplishing things. So you don't need to feel overwhelmed because your brain will already feel like it's had progress. The 4th thing that you can do to help you reset is to step away from the noise. What exactly is the noise that's happening to you to make you feel so overwhelmed? It could be social media. Are you one that goes through X like crazy, or Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? Having all of that noise at all the time, constant barraging you with this information, this ad, that ad, can be very overwhelming. Maybe it's the news. Maybe you're listening to how the president isn't doing well, but he is doing well, but he's not doing well. Or we're going to war, we're not in war. It's a lot, and that can be overwhelming for your brain. Sometimes it's just you're in a room and there's chatter over here and there's chatter over there and there's all this background noise. Sometimes you just need to step away from it. If it's the constant noise or the constant news or the social media, shut off the phone, shut off your computer, walk away from it. Don't stay in the room that's bothering you so much. Maybe shut off your phone. I know. That's a hard thing for anybody to do. But put it down. Put it face down and walk away. The more times you can put that phone down, face down, and walk away, gives you a little bit more strength to realize you don't need it. We grew up, if you're my age or around my age, we grew up with no phones. You had a dial-up thing and you were either on it or you were outside, right? Remember those times. Because if you also remember those times, you didn't need a reset back then. You just kept going. Or if you got annoyed with this friend, you left that friend, you went to someone else's house. We already knew back then how to reset, but we've been so programmed lately to keep that phone with us at all times, to know exactly what's going on Facebook all the time, or Instagram, or TikTok. It's just noise. You don't need it all the time. Sometimes you just need to step away. Yes, our brains are designed to process nonstop information, but sometimes the best thing you can do is let your brain process the quiet. Where do you find the most quiet time for you? Maybe you stay there a little bit longer. Maybe when you're doing your personal things, you don't bring your phone in with you. We never had it before. Leave it alone. Give yourself some space. Find a quiet place in your house that you can sit and just breathe. Go outside. Just listen to the noise that's outside. It's probably a bird. What bird? It's probably a chipmunk. What chipmunk? These are the things that will be better for your brain to process for a little bit. Take this time to just quiet that noise. That will definitely help you to reset so you're not feeling quite so overwhelmed. So the fifth thing you can do to help you reset is to do something that feels like you. This is my favorite way to reset. And it may take a little bit more sometimes with the different ones that I choose, but what exactly does it mean? It means following your bliss. It means doing the things that you really enjoy. A lot of times our chaos and our overwhelming is because we're taking care of other people. We're adding all the other chores, like taking the kids to practice, making dinner for the family, doing this, doing that. It's for other people. So a nice way to reset is to remember what you like to do. For me, I like to read a book. I like to go to a Woo Sox baseball game. I like to go for drives with my husband. We call them little adventures. Sometimes we know where we're going, sometimes we don't. But that's the whole point of it. It's a reset. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to make sure that we do all these things. We hop in the car and we let the car take us where we want to go. Or actually, we go where the car goes. Sometimes we stop at a new restaurant. Sometimes we stop and we do a little antique shopping, which is really for us just going into antique shops and walking around. I don't even know if we've ever bought anything in an antique shop, but we enjoy that. And it's the way that we like to reset. It's the way I like to reset. Sometimes I go in my basement and I do a little crafts. Crafts help me reset because it's centering all my energy into something that I really love. What is it that you really love? When was the last time you did it? When was the last time you felt calm in the thing that you love? That's the perfect way to reset. When you look at these 5 ways to help reset, you'll realize one thing. None of them are huge. They're simple. They're manageable. Anyone can do them. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Just something simple. If life is feeling overwhelming right now, or if you feel overwhelmed, frantic, worn out, it's okay. We've all been there, and odds are we'll be there again. But it just may be the time that you need to reset. You don't have to try all these ideas that I gave you in this video. Maybe just pick one, the one that resonates with you, the one that maybe you haven't done before, the one that when you heard it, you said, I can do that, and see if it helps. See if you can just calm yourself down enough so that you can reset and feel a little better, a little less overwhelmed, a little less stressed. I know you have the power inside to do it. You'll get through the overwhelming time. And Once you do, you'll realize the step that you took helped, so that the next time you might be overwhelmed or stressed, you'll know it works for you, and you'll do that as your reset. If this helped you at all, or if you think this video could help somebody, please consider sharing it. I'd also like for you to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you can. That would be great. Is there anything else you'd like me to talk to you about? Maybe work you through and see if I can help you in a different way? Please put it in the comments. I'd love to know what's on your mind. My name's Ellen. This is Ask Ellen. Real questions, real talk, real change. I'll see you in the next one.